Y'all remember this guy? I finally finished it. It's been a while. I be lollygagging, I'm not gonna lie. I be taking my time because I want things to work out a certain way. And a lot of times I just have to do things. The best way I get around like procrastination is just to do shit. Cause that way, if I just do it and it works or it doesn't work, at least I know. That is the way that I do a lot of these customs. That's the way I live my life. It's kind of weird, but it is the way I do these customs. And I finished the Lex armor. I gotta say, I really like how it turned out. Of course I like it. I did it. But I think it came out pretty nice. I clear coated it with some gloss. I might hit it with some satin. I don't know, because I really like the way this metallic bounces off the light. So I don't know. But let's run down the paint job, because I think the last time y'all saw it, I only had the legs painted. So I took like a couple days, 3 days probably, and I painted up the torso. I put some metallic on it, and I, finished it. I wanted to see it done. Plus, I started a new project, so there's that. I started this Brainiac, which is so fire to me. But what made me finish this one was I started this one and I wanted to stop starting and start finishing, if that makes sense. But this guy is next up and I got to figure out what to do about his chest and all of that stuff. But this guy made me finish that one. So let's talk about Lex. For starters, I painted the torso. I had to repaint all of this. Let me start there. I had to repaint this entire figure because the paint I used, it was peeling off and rubbing off and stuff like that. And there was high touch areas like back here. And the more you touch this paint right here, this is good paint. The coverage is amazing. Shout out to Monument Hobbies for sending this over. But the more you touch this paint, the more it's going to peel. So that's something to look out for. So if you have some of that paint, don't touch it. It's for miniatures. That's why. It's not really for figures, but it works. It works extremely well as a base coat because I put that on this figure first and I painted Model Masters over it. And I don't know what happened, but it's super strong. It's like amazingly strong. So repainted all the greens and the purples. The purple's a little bit darker. The original purple's right there. So you can see that color right there. That's the original color and this is the new color. I don't mind it. I feel like the darker colors kind of grounded, if that makes sense. Originally I was going to paint this thing all green, but I had wanted to break up that green with another green, it came in handy that I actually had this Gundam marker. This is the green I used. This is the green, if it'll focus. I don't know if it'll focus. That's the green I used on this Lex. It dried pretty good. This is regular plastic right here. It dried pretty good right there, so it worked out. The chest and the shoulders are 3D printed. I knew the paint would stick to that. Oh, the collar too. I wasn't sure about that, but I let it dry overnight and it dried. So if you're in the market for some like metallic paints, I got these from Hobby Lobby. So you can check them out if you want. They work pretty good. My pack came with silver, red, blue, green, and like a panel liner. But there's a pack with like purple and yellow and all stuff like that. So if you need something crazy, go ahead and get it. If you need a different color, then just get a different pack. Just looking at the shoulder pads, I might put another layer of green there just to make it look a little more finished. I don't know if I want to weather it yet. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I kind of want to put some silver on it, but I kind of don't. I kind of like how it looks. One of the reasons I want to weather it too is because I have this little, where's the focus point? I have that right there. And then this on the back. I kind of want to just dry brush some silver just to break it up so it looks like it's supposed to be battle damage. We'll see though. Metallic green painted on 3D printed parts really well. I put that green over this green. So, because my original plan was to just paint everything this green and just put a wash on it. That was the plan. And until I like went in my drawer and I saw this and I was like, okay, maybe let's try it. If it dries, then it works. Same thing here. That's the same green, just no base coat. That's just the green on top of the 3D print. Same thing right here, green on top of the 3D print. And it's pretty good. You see, it's not rubbing off. It is a little sticky, so I might need to clear coat it. It might be time. But yeah, remember when I told y'all, when I showed y'all this, that was all sculpt. I just threw some black paint in there. I painted the collar piece green. I painted these thrusters green just to break it up. Originally, that was all green, and it was like drowned out. It was crazy. It was really, really crazy how much green it was and how that metallic just breaks it up. I like this though. I like this a lot. Here he is next to Superman, Mezco. If you remember in the video, I said I make all of my villains to scale with this guy. But now also, since I made this one, I like them to scale with him too. Let me move these over. I like them to scale with him too. So as long as they scale somewhere in between, bigger, or not smaller. I don't know any Superman villains that are smaller. Except for, what's his name? Mr. Mxyzptlk or something like that. I don't know how I'm going to do him. That would be crazy. But I might have to 3D print something. But as long as they scale between these two, we're good. And Lex is big enough to be bigger than him and still look like a guy in a suit. So I think that was pretty cool. If you didn't see that other video, I will have a card on the screen somewhere. But this is a Warhammer base body pretty much. It was the Reaver, the Ultramarines Reaver. I took that base and I just painted it. I primed it first and then I painted it. I only primed it because the base body was blue. But I like this. Let me know what you think in the comments. I didn't really go and touch up all of the paint that I did. I don't mind it because it's still purple. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can either leave a comment or email me. My email, everything will be in the description. And I'm out.